What's going on, guys? It's STG. On this episode, I am going to show you some gold and silver pickups I picked up the other day. So, guys, I was off from work for Juneteenth and I decided to head into the Diamond District. It actually was not a good day for me to get silver, but it was a good day for me to get gold. So, let me tell you what happened. I went in the morning to bullion exchanges and I had some silver and platinum that I wanted to sell. The price of platinum was relatively high. It had dipped a bit from the day before, but platinum and silver were still relatively high. So I was able to sell some platinum and silver to bullion exchanges, and I actually did an exchange here. So this was basically what I had sold them and the prices that they paid. So I was very fortunate because I actually made money on pretty much everything that I sold, and it came out to roughly $1,126. So I was able to get that money, and then, guys, I was able to purchase a few gold coins that came out to $1,115. So I was quite close to what I exchanged compared to what I purchased. If you are in New York City and you do go to bullion exchanges, please keep in mind that there is a $1,000 minimum. Otherwise, you do have to pay tax in New York State, as well as bullion exchange charging a fee for transactions less than $1,000. So I just want to put that out there. I had to wait. They have pickup times throughout the day, so I had to wait. So I went to a diamond exchange, and they have a lot of little shops there, a lot of little kiosks with people selling. The guy I normally get some vintage and silver from was very busy, couldn't get any silver. He told me to come back later in the day. I had to come back to bullion exchanges later anyway. I then went upstairs to the guy who I buy from the flea market on the weekends. He wasn't there, so I proceeded to head to a couple other dealers. I did not go to Big Apple Coins. I want to give a shout out to Big Apple Coins. I did actually go to them a month ago, and I sold most of my Morgans and a lot of silver to him. So I just want to thank Jonathan. He's an awesome guy. You guys can check out Send to Georgie. I'm going to leave a link in the description. He did a video with Jonathan, and you guys can check out his website. He has some coins for sale there and bullion, as well as his eBay store. And you guys can tell him STG Stack That Gold sent you, and really awesome guy. He does have quite a variety of coins, bullion, vintage, gold, silver, a little bit of everything. So you guys can go check him out. So unfortunately, I did not stop off at him this time. I don't know if I saw his shop. It said he was away on his shop. I figured he might be away. So I didn't go to him. I went to one other guy and who I usually buy from, and he wasn't there, but his partner was there. I didn't buy anything, so I decided to take a walk up to Stacks, which is about 10 blocks away. I went up there, and guys, they had some silver and gold in their showroom, so this is what I was able to get. This beautiful 1985 Liberty Mint round. I know I paid up, I paid tax, and it was probably the most expensive silver that I've bought from them per ounce. It's $42.50 with tax. So yeah, it was a little pricey. However, I was still looking to get some vintage even at that price. I figured once the prices start going up, people start selling their silver. And so I asked him, I said, do you have any more? I said, I'm mostly looking for some vintage silver. And he had to go to the back to the vault. And guys, I had the worst luck. Unfortunately, the vault was not opening. So he had trouble with the vault. He couldn't open the vault. And I couldn't buy any silver or gold. I had the money. I was willing to pay up, willing to pay $42.50 an ounce for silver, and he didn't have it. So I was a little disappointed. So I decided to go to my guy in Chinatown, and that's where I literally struck gold. My guy in Chinatown always has a little bit of gold. So guys, let me show you what I purchased. I purchased this beautiful 1/4 ounce gold Krugerrand. Really nice. So let me tell you a little bit about this. This is the Krugerrand. It is 91.67% gold, or 22 carats. It is approximately, I think it's 22 millimeters in diameter, and 1/4 ounce gold. It depicts Paul Kruger on the obverse, and the reverse, it shows the springbok, which is the official animal of South Africa. So up until 1980, these were only in 1 ounce. They decided to make a 1/4 ounce and a 1/10 ounce, and I believe, I'm not sure if they have a 1/2 ounce, to be honest. But yeah, I think they do, and I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that, guys. So they made fractional in 1980 to make it more affordable to people to invest in gold. So this was actually the first year, and for the 1/4 ounce, I believe the mintage is 533,818. Kind of a weird number, but that's what it was, I believe. And just a beautiful coin. And I told my LCS, I said, I know another LCS, I could get this for about 4% over melt. And I calculated the price, and he's offering to me for basically at the time 1% over melt. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. Sold. So yeah, I remember a couple years back, unfortunately, I didn't buy one. I always wanted a 1/4 ounce Krugerrand. I finally got the 1 ounce from GG Saving the Past. I did a trade with him, and I had numerous 1/10 ounce Krugerrands over the years. So this is my first 1/4 ounce, and it is a beautiful coin. It does not disappoint. Very nice. And guys, he had a couple of pre-33 coins, and he still had a ton of sovereigns left. He had about 40 different sovereigns a few weeks ago, about a month ago, and he probably still had about half of those left. So I didn't want any sovereign, but he actually did have some pre-33 guys, and I couldn't pass up on pre-33. So guys, check it out. I got this little, I don't know what the hell, some crud on there. Little $1 gold Indian, 1853. So that is the 3rd year. This is the Type 1 gold Indian. Beautiful little gold coin. He seemed to think it was maybe a 58 or a 60 even, which is basically a slider, something that's between a 58 and a 60. So I think maybe it's a 55 to a 58. Maybe it'll grade a 58. I'm not sure. But it's just a beautiful little gold coin. And he gave me a pretty good deal on that as well. So after that, I decided he didn't really have any silver. He hasn't been able to get any silver in cheap. He usually buys silver for a low price. And he was telling me he recently had bought a ton of platinum before it really went up. So he made some good money recently buying platinum. And I didn't get any silver from him. So that was already the 3rd plate. Well, I did buy 1 piece, but I wanted to buy more. So that was basically the 3rd place. I wanted to buy more silver, and I couldn't. Went back to bullion exchanges, guys, and let me show you what I picked up. I got 2 1/10 ounce Kookaburra gold coins. Now these come out every year. I just love these little coins. They are, I believe, 15.6 millimeters in diameter. and the mintage is always 15,000 every year for these. They started these in 2020, and I don't know if you could see that there, but it does say 49's fine gold. So these are solid pure gold. Just a beautiful little design this year. I really like it. This is the 35th anniversary, and we can see it has King Charles III. Beautiful little Kookaburra gold coin. I always buy 2 of them every year, guys. And the final coin that I got, I saw on their website. I said this would be a good coin to put me just over a grand, 1100. So guys, I got this 10 Corona. So let me tell you a little bit about this coin. This was from the Austro-Hungarian Empire times. The coin was made from 1892 until 1915. It depicts Franz Joseph I on here, and on the other side it shows the coat of arms of Hungary. So this coin is actually 19 millimeters in diameter. It has approximately 0.098 troy ounces of gold, just under 1/10 of an ounce of gold. It is a very large coin diameter wise for something that has such little gold content. I believe the 20 Corona, which is I think it's something like close to 1/4 of an ounce of gold. I could be wrong, but its diameter I believe is only like 2 millimeters wider. So yeah, it's a very thin coin, and I didn't know what year. So this was 1911. The mintage on this, I believe, was 1,828,000. I believe it was the highest mintage year. So they were part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. He was actually the King of Hungary and the Emperor of Austria. I believe it's Franz Joseph. And yeah, so I thought, you know, this is another country I'm adding to my stack. I don't believe I have any coin from Hungary. I actually do have the Austrian Corona as well that I purchased. And yeah, I thought it was a really cool design. And I believe this is probably in AU condition. Not the best condition, but I'd say low AU maybe. So yeah, I was really happy to add this coin to my stack. So that's pretty much it, guys. I did pick up, let's see, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, so roughly 6/10 of an ounce of gold, and I'm happy. I actually did purchase another gold coin from a forum, so hopefully I will be getting that coin soon. That's my story, guys. Unfortunately, I could not get silver that day. I really wanted to get some, and you know what? I'm kind of glad I didn't, because the price was over 36 and a half, and it was around 36 and at least 36.25, and now it's below 36. It's down to 35. So I'm hoping this trend will continue and I'm able to pick up some more silver. I actually did also recently buy a vintage silver bar, and I actually did pick up a key date junk silver coin, which I'm going to show in another video. That's pretty much it for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and as always, stack that gold.